Good morning. All right, working on detailing the cockpit. Sorry, I'm just reading into a little bit of the history of the Shusui. Hey, Peter, good morning. Ray, what's going on, brother? Huh. Okay. New bottles are in place. Ray, Nick. Oh, hey, Nick. What's going on, brother? Welcome. I worked on getting this back plate put in. Worked on getting those bottles glued down. And I started. Yes, this is kind of rough, but I'm not too concerned about how rough those edges look because they will blend right into the top of the fuselage, the cockpit. Started doing some wiring on the inside. I got strapping in place too. You can actually see those couple pieces of strapping in there. So last night, I just had, between a Zoom meeting that we had, our Region 1 Zoom meeting, and all of that. Figured it's going to build this, and then Mike was on last night, so watched him. I spent about another hour after that. Just kind of got into the groove. Hey, Joe, good morning. And this is how we miss deadlines. You saying because then I start getting into the weeds? I know. George cannot help himself. I know. George cannot help himself. All right. So, real quickly, a lot of that's been using both 0.2 millimeter and some 0.3 millimeter lead wire. I'm going to get some more lead wiring in there right now. I'm going to try to create a little bit of a loop in there. So there's a couple of loose ends on there because what I'm going to try to also do is there are some details inside I'm going to put in. Very briefly, I'm not going to hyper detail them. 1/72nd scale with the canopy closed, you're not going to see it, or you're not going to see much of it. But some of these details, like what you're seeing here, or in the on the 1/48 scale. Sorry, let me get into this thing. Get rid of that. I actually did a snapshot in Google Translate of it. But if you see some of the detailing that's in there, I'll be putting some of that stuff in as well. The bottles, I'm not sure if you guys can see it. The bottles, Jesus, sorry about that, do have lead wiring coming out of them. Yeah, you can almost see it. Sorry, the cameras itself is just not doing all that great a job. But there is some lead coming out of that. Lead. Last night, Peter, I saw Peter's comments asking questions about Mike about like where does one get LEDs? Where does one get LEDs? I almost responded by saying I'm working on LEDs right now, just LED wiring rather than LED lighting. But I figured that would have been just a little too geeky, so I didn't say it. Hey, Ken, good morning. All right, let's get the 0.3 millimeter out. We'll lay down a little bit of that. But before we do that, I need to get a box. I might print this manual at work today. In the momento. I'll get some new levers in. There we go. Anyway, that's what we got going on, guys. What's going on with you? How was your day yesterday? Let's see. I'll do. It is thinner. I got to do some math here just to try to see if I can get scale. You know, me, math, scale. .62 4 times 72. 0.62. Jesus Christ. Times 72. 46 millimeter. Yeah, that could be about right. Close enough within scale. The question is whether I go to a piece of brass or if I do I'll do brass. Let me see if I got thin brass. If I got sub 0.6 millimeter brass. Move the table to make it so I can have more plants. Good for you. When bowling, axe throwing, and a game of pool at a corporate holiday party for my company, it was nice. They made a mistake and made open bar. And you're still, are you still sober, Joe? 4 equals freedom. Nice. Excuse me a second, guys. I'm going to have to, I think, redo some of this stuff that we got here. Yeah, you guys are going to get close and personal on my chest. Just coming out. This rack that I have here is a little flimsier than I'd like, but it's what I got. Hey, Kevin. Good morning. How are you? Had a Moscow Mule. What the hell is a Moscow Mule? .51. That's a little thinner. 0.5 would translate to 0.5 translate to 370. Well, yeah, 0.5. About 35 millimeter. 35 millimeter. 3.5 centimeter. Let's probably think thinner. I don't think I do. What I'm looking to do is make a handle. I could make it out of wire as well, but I'm not going to do that. Morning, Mr. Hawthorne. Good day, sir. Copper cup. So it tastes like a penny. Nice. Ginger beer mixed with vodka in a copper mug served with lime. Oof. I got to tell you, guy doesn't drink hard alcohol. That just instantly made my stomach turn. I love ginger beer. Spike, not so much. Hey, Tony. Good morning. How are you? Let's get a piece of brass. It is not in pocket. Let's see. Vodka penny. Everybody saying hello. I love it. All right. Let's see where we're going to stick it. Literally right across. Okay. Piece of paper. Easy peasy. This way. My Play-Doh cutters. Okay. Back has been bad last couple of. Oh, dude, I'm sorry to hear that. Excuse me. Apologies. Sorry about that. All right, Nick, go through. Are you doing better, Tony, or are you still hurting? I'm assuming if you're on, you're doing better. Let's go to 4 millimeter on this. Hey, Edwin. Good evening. How are you? I don't get kind of someone else is dragging the trash can to the street and 13 inches of snow. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. And for anybody who's like, oh, how could that possibly be? It's like, oh, yeah. Salt, leave out tight shields and a lot of water. Thanks, Joe. Yeah. And just so I don't have this thing go flying and either take out an eye or worse yet, just get lost. Well, I guess the eye loss would be worse. My cat had a mouse yesterday that came from behind the fridge. Now he seems to think it's some sort of mouse dispenser. Nice. When my son came home and shoveled. Yeah, nice. So I fell after shouting today. Oh, jeez. And something is wrong with my right knee. Hopefully it's just sprained and nothing worse. Wow, Edwin. Yeah, man. Are you all right, dude? Oh, yeah. Falling, I got to tell you, biggest fear, right? I mean, I'm sure Ken can fill us in on the details if he has them, but, you know, shower injuries, you know? Oof. I am so sorry to hear that. Hope you feel better, Edwin. Yeah, that's kind of scary stuff. That is scary. That is like a big fear that I have. It's like, boom, bang, you're done. At my geriatric age, I'm cooked. All right, let's make the little bulbous end on this thing. She said, "Don't wait for pain. She is the expert in the field." Yeah, exactly. Wise words. Don't wait for the pain. All right, so what I'm doing right now is just making literally the bulb end of the handle with this what's now becoming very, very thick super glue, which is perfect for this application. My fear is choking while alone. Don't think I could give myself the Heimlich. Guess there's that too. Okay, let's put these away. There we go. Not sure if you guys can see that, but just a little drop of CA at the bottom there. That's all it's going to take. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave this. Let's go flying now. Over here. It's dry. Probably give it about tomorrow morning. It'll be ready. Rolled a little bit. Let's get this side. Okay. There we go. Leave it like that. Cellophane wrapping around the face. Wow. Careful, I lost a friend because of choking. Oof, really? Certain sign that you are ever assured is that you made the cover of Senior Geriatric Osteoporosis Weekly 10 years ago, which would make you the age that I got it. So you must be in that position now, Peter. When is, I guess this month, your issue will be coming out? Keep those lower legs strong. And yes, fall is the biggest risk for someone with advanced age. Yes. Yep. All right, let's get some coffee going. All right. Let's get another couple of details in here. Sorry, guys, I'm just trying to find. Go to that. Okay. Was it David Carradine? No, he did his own crazy thing. Mom renovate the bathroom. Be more geriatric friendly. She learned it from her time in Taiwan. Nice. Yeah, smart. The cover is coming soon. The retouching artist requested 6 additional months to airbrush away all the stretch marks. Nice. All right, we're going to start faking some stuff in here. See if I actually should have a little piece of round something down here. It's like a little scrap box in here. Right there. Anything up in Maine today? Yes, my wife. Just escaped from LA and was surprised by Peter Fonda as the surfer. Oh yeah. That's way out of scale. Ooh, that could be interesting. I might use one of the old phalanges. That would be kind of cool. Old phalange. We have a snowblower in the back, plenty of room. Nice. Just trying to use some scraps that I have in here. At some point, so the reason why you save some of this stuff, right? There's stuff going back before the Spartan in here. Interesting. Doing anything fun this weekend? What was the plastic surgeon? Oh, really? The shoveling snow count? Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to visit my daughter on Saturday. Oops, hello. Somebody just took a tumble. Yeah, I'm going to visit my daughter on Saturday. She is performing at the women's basketball game at Quinnipiac. So catch up with her. Spend the day with her Saturday. And then Sunday, just I might try Sunday. Plan is to try, if I'm at the bench long enough, is to try to get some what they call it, flocking done. Try to get some like I might experiment with static grass. Doing it with joy, else it is a chore that must be done. I really need to see real snow. Really, I'll be doing a radiator swap, oil cooler upgrade, and all fluids on my truck. That should be fun. Well, Nick, I know how much you're into one-to-one projects like that, so I'm sure it will be fun for you. Let's see. Let's go back to right there. Just going to build a little something here. Something that looks close enough to what I need it to be. Spending 26 hours traveling back to DK Hub. It does. I don't think Edwin said that you have to be doing something fun. And that certainly doesn't sound like fun, but it sounds like something you're going to have to do. I agree with that. So, should be experienced. Don't listen to us. We're bitter and done with it. Also, I love snow. Purchase $500 in store credit for. Oh, that's kind of cool. Wow, short money for them. So Nick's going to become some famous YouTuber. Well, mine seems like it's time to build those orcs into the cars. Fun is in the mindset. Amen to that. Install reverse. Just learn a new trick called cat bowl confusion. Make more bowls of food with the same amount. They will complain less, really. Yeah, Peter, you're gonna be having fun in a non-fun kind of way. Oh, that might be too big. I figured. Huh, I figure. Some of this stuff might be a little too big. And then they want George to be able to swap creator with this video. Yeah. Good luck with that. First of all, George would want to do that. And George generally does not want to do stuff like that. Thank you. I appreciate there are people out there that do like that. I ain't one of them. I am not one. So we're just going to greeble the inside of this a little bit. I forgot to do lead wiring in here, which I will do in a moment. I'll do that little piece. Okay. That little piece done. What does it do? Fuck if I know. Try to get a little handle in there too. The wheel. Experience with the Monument Hobbies Go Bag Evo as a base for a mobile toolkit. As a base for a mobile toolkit. I have no idea what that is. I'm just too broke, so I do it all myself. But if you had the opportunity to have somebody do it rather than you, Nick, would you, or would you rather do it yourself? Like bike repair, I would always rather do that myself. Even if I were remarkably wealthy, I would still not take it into a mechanic. I would do it all myself. Car repair, don't ever want to do that myself. Almost watched all the old Bond movies, only a couple more to go. Yeah, Netflix has them all on this month. I'm not sure if they have all the Roger Moores, but I think they've got all of the, because I started watching From Russia with Love. I've always enjoyed that film. Trial version of my scale model toolkit paint set. Paint set, really. I need to see what it is. I've got a Andy's Hobby Headquarters has a bag. I'm not sure if it was made for them or they just bought it and put their label on it. I use that for my portable tool case now. You can use a pencil carrier, a pencil case. Yes. George complained that all my kit was back home. Oh yeah, you should always have tools. The only problem is you can't do much with hobby knives, can you? Are nippers allowed on a flight? Oh, you know what? Before we do that, I want to finish off the lead wiring. Set that later. All of those out of the way for now. All right, let's get the 0.3 out. I'll lay down one of these. Keep the 0.3 separated from the 0.2. Put this back in here like so. Anyway. There we go. Okay. Guess it flew. The only interesting thing is securing the lead wiring, which I've been using this like ultra thin cement. This stuff runs like slicker than water. And it flows sometimes a little too heavily. But it does work well. I actually already got some of that stuff on me and it's sticking. Okay, there we go. Guys, give me a second here. So let that dry. Go from there. Yeah, Peter, I don't know. So, Peter, you could easily go, and I mean, I guess you could get some kind of a little kit and leave it in Japan. I mean, that'd be perfect. Perfect, I tell you. Perfect. All right. I think we're done with this side. I don't want to put any more wiring in. I think that looks good. I got a bunch of like 3 or 4 2mm, and I got one 3mm, and I think it looks good. Again, is it going to be seen? Who the hell knows? But I'll know it's there, and that makes all the difference. I'll be trimming some of it back, but I just want you guys to see. So you can actually see all that wiring, which is kind of appropriate. There might be even a little bit more, but again, I'm adding visibility here. that. What time is it? 10 minutes. Okay. Now let's see if we can get a little something going on over here. Let's clean this up. Leave this out. Leave the tip out. Okay. Let's get to, going to greeble a couple things on here. In fact, what we're going to do now is get a little wheel that's there. And they got all sorts of stuff in here. I'm not going to overdo it. You know, I love Plasmo. I love the stuff that Plasmo does. I'm not Plasmo. I don't want to be Plasmo. I just that level. I mean, I think part of it is how close. You know, to his thing is like you want to be as accurate as you possibly can, and it's fabulous work. I look at what I do as I'm trying to get at least the story of what's there. Looking inside, and you're like, okay, I can see something's in there. Like, for example, like the straps that I put in or some of this wiring, again, how accurate or whatever, doesn't matter. It looks like that's where it's supposed to be based on the drawings that they have. Perfect. Point. Do I want to go? That's big. Let's go to 0.5 by 0.5. See what that looks like. It's pretty freaking tiny. About 0.75 by 0.75. Less tiny. Do that. And then we're going to use some of these pieces I pulled out to start greebling it as well. I already did one. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Then I got to get a little disc in front of it. Y'all being silent, which always makes me nervous. Time check. Well, soon. Hindrance and the alcohol is no longer in my system to help. Nice. My finger. Apparently, I didn't get all the splinter. Oh, ouchie. Yeah, get rid of that. I was in utter awe and adoration while you don't sit down too hard and break your pelvis. Thank you, Peter. I love you, Peter. So then it's tough to tell if it hurts because you're digging. There's something in there. Oh, yeah, Joe. Just add more alcohol. That's right. Isn't that usually the solution? Just add more booze. Out of booze? No problem. Add more booze. Well, that part flew. Let's do this again. Let me get one more little greebly bit in. It's happening where it doesn't belong. But alcohol tells you when it's time to refill your system. Yep. There we go. Okay. Just a little something in there, just to show that something is in there. This front side, I'm going to have to do something else and try to get a little round disc in there. Let's see if I can find a quick round disc. Let's put this away for the moment. 131. Hello. Thank you. Here, so it's oops, missed something here. Is it Bloody Mary or mimosa, the morning drink? Yeah. Yeah, you're asking the wrong crowd. Of course they're going to say both. All right, let's get a disc in here. And this one, I think we're going to go to 1 mil. Yeah. A little 1 mil disc. We're going to get this last part on, and we're going to call it a session, I think. You guys, I am a social drinker. Actually, Joe, I think it's good that you are a social drinker. There we go. We're all being social this morning, so drink up. We are. Isn't that what it's all about? There's coffee or chai. Thank you with my Japanese food. That about as much as I drink. Yeah. I don't do hard alcohol as much anymore. I do like a good gin and tonic. Just don't do it much. Mostly now it's like I'll have like a good beer, normally a stout, or especially if we're out, like give me a good cab. It's a Bloody Maria. All this booze talk makes me wish I were on vacation. Yeah. Heard that, Ken. Oh, fuck. Of course it did. Yeah. Oh, well. We'll do that tomorrow, I guess. It flew. What a surprise. All right, guys. Time for me to roll anyway. We'll let this stuff all dry. I'll get one more greebled side on something on this side just to kind of take one of those wires and look like it's doing something. And then I'll start working on the other side. In fact, this thing, the interior of this thing is pretty near done. I would say, what's today? Thursday? Friday, Saturday. Yeah, I'd say 2 days and should be wrapped up. Sparkly drink with umbrella? Pass. I don't like the taste of beer anymore. I think I'm more of a rum drinker. If I'm really drinking. Oh, yeah. Man, you go more great. Go hunting this season, hopefully, till fill the freezer. Nice. When are you going, Nick? Have a great day, Georgian. All right, Tony. Take care, brother. Good seeing you this morning. I'm sorry to hear about your back, but I'm glad to hear that it sounds like you're slowly recovering. Take it easy, Joe. Later, gents. Remember, never eat yellow snow. Never. The little umbrella helps keep my tears out. Nice. All right, guys. Stay safe and stay sane. Thanks for being on this morning. Much appreciated. Guys, go out there. Do good. Okay? Be the good, strong, moral people that you are. Okay? Showing kindness, love, respect, irrespective of the person that you're talking with. It doesn't matter who they are. They're all human beings. Okay? We are all human beings. Okay? Do good. Enjoy. Love you all. Catch you on the flip. Peace.